and I'll throw it over to Jake, Evan, and I'll give mine. Who are the four one seeds right now in March Madness? Jake, who you got?
Yeah, saying we had some technical difficulties. I am on my iPhone right now instead of my computer. My computer died, so I have to go get that checked out. So I do apologize for that. Yeah, no, but no, the number four seeds. We can't talk about the number four seeds without obviously talking about Arizona. They're playing really good this season. They're 22-0. Um, they're definitely going to be a number one seed in their bracket. I think the other number one seed, I think we got to go Michigan. They're playing really good too. Number two ranked team in the country. Number three seed, I think it's got to be Duke. I mean, I know that Duke has been, Duke's obviously been ranked in the top of the top 25 for a couple years now, and I think they haven't lost a beat, especially with Cameron Boozer. So I think Duke's gonna be another number one seed, and I think the other number one seed's gotta be UConn. I think that you know UConn's head coach has definitely got them to where they need to be, and that is number three in the country. So I think that's really good for a number one seed.
Yeah, I think it's the four obvious ones. And by the way, Jake was frozen a little bit on the screen. But the audio is coming in perfectly. So I don't know if you want to yourself with the screen off, Jake, or if you just want to let people see your beautiful face, that is fine too. But either way, the audio is coming in good. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I think right now I know UConn just lost. But I'm still gonna stick with Arizona undefeated, obviously. We'll see if they can't choke this year or if they can avoid choking this year. I remember their loss to Princeton when they were a two seed and just a bunch of other times Arizona just can't get it done in the tournament. But right now, obviously, they're a one seed. Michigan, only one loss, Big Ten schedule, playing pretty well. They got to be up there. Duke, only one loss. They have to be up there. Big game versus North Carolina tonight, though. And then obviously you've got UConn in there as well, even though they did just lose to, but they lost to a ranked St. John's team, so that's they're hanging in pretty well. But I do think this list will change. I think there probably is going to be a substitute. I don't know how much I believe in Michigan. I think, and especially the Big Ten in basketball, there especially once it gets close to tournament time and actually in the Big Ten tournament, they start to beat up on each other. So could it be Michigan who's going to rise? Illinois could still get a one seed. I think even Michigan State could still get a one seed, and you can't forget about Nebraska either. So I think these teams are going to start beating each other up. Who's going to get that final one seed will be interesting. But right now it is Michigan. So I'm taking the obvious for it. But what do you think, Jordan?
Um, right now, I'm gonna go with Arizona, number one team in the country, 22-0, best start in school history. And then I'm gonna go out of order here. I'm not gonna go one, two, three, four, like I think the other two of you did, but give me Duke as the second one seed. The Devils just, I mean, what else can you say about them? Just Cameron Boozer, Dame Sarr, Isaiah Evans is playing well. Obviously led by head coach John Shire, who has experience winning a national championship as a player. Learned under Coach K for a number of years. So give me Duke as a second one seed. I think Michigan right now is, but like Evan said, the Big Ten is here and there. Michigan State could rise to the occasion. Illinois, Nebraska. You got the Big Ten tournament coming up here in a few weeks. So I would think if one of those four wins the Big Ten tournament, they would have an argument to be a one seed. Um, and then for the fourth one, actually give me Illinois right now. I'm not all that impressed with UConn. Illinois just went on the road and beat previously undefeated Nebraska before they lost to Michigan in the midweek. So yeah, give me Illinois, Duke, Arizona, and Michigan as my four one seeds at the moment. Obviously, this list will change as the season goes on. Like I said, we still have a number of weeks. Nothing will stay consistent. College basketball, as I'm sure you guys know, is full of chaos, and really any given Saturday or Tuesday or Wednesday or whenever the games are played, anyone can win.
Yeah, I would say, and also
Maybe we can take this.
all right, I don't think we got that, Jake. But I was gonna I was gonna say really quick, and we'll go back to you, Jake. I think Houston, you got to keep an eye on them. They do have two losses, but they were to Texas Tech, who is a really good team, and they were to Tennessee, who is also a really good college basketball team. So keep an eye on Houston. Tons of experience, of course, and they're sticking around. And then also, I know Gonzaga. They had a 40-point loss to Michigan. I know they just had a pretty embarrassing loss to Portland this past week. They're not going to be a one seed, so that doesn't warrant to this discussion, but they'll definitely be up there and be a force. But Houston, I could see also sneaking in as a potential one seed. But Jake,
You
I'm
know,
sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, Evan, I was just gonna say maybe I was just gonna joke around. Maybe we can steal that saying from Stephen A. Smith saying the list is fluid.
There we go. Yeah, fluid. True.
yeah.
I think it is.
So I think speaking about Houston, I mean, obviously we know that they're known for their great defense. The Texas Tech game was standing where I believe the Red Raiders scored 92 points, which is just unlike Houston. But I mean, they returned a lot, got a lot out of the transfer portal, and this was a team that was just in the national title game last year. Unfortunately, lost to Florida, which I couldn't stand. But I mean, I don't think you can count out Houston at all, especially in that Big 12 where they're gonna have a chance to beat, Arizona, Kansas. They play BYU, I believe, tonight. So, I mean, we'll see how that goes.